איך קוראים לבית חולים ראשי בעזה? שכחתי. שיפה. So let me give you the example that I think was brought here, of hospital Wafa in the town of Sajaiya. During the campaign itself, Golani Brigade that we know were underneath this hospital after the story of the anti-tank missile shooting and everything. And they were shot from the hospital. And we pre-alert the hospital, we make sure that no one is there. We did the entire circle. And then they wanted to attack it. And I was there on the ground, and I said, wait. And we took the risk on Golani Brigade, me personally. And once again, we verified there's no one there. Once again, we called the managers, and not before we did this. Once again, I approved to attack the place. And indeed, no one was hurt during the attack itself. No civilians, as far as I'm aware, were attacked during the event itself. But I took risk on Golani Brigade to do it. In other cases, maybe I cannot take this risk. I'm not saying it's not a generic formula that you can, A leads to B, etc., etc. There are different calculus in different situations. So we do take risks. In all cases, we continued our effort to maintain humanitarian support to those places. And we did that while taking a risk. I want to take you to a personal story for a second. Unfortunately, both my parents passed away. However, my mother was a Holocaust survivor from Bergen-Belsen. She survived the war, came to Israel. They've built a village where they lived all their life. It's in the southern part of our country. Moshav Kfar Achim, for those who are familiar with the map. During Castled operation, rockets fell in our backyard. So I told them, Mom, are you going to the shelter? She said, no. I says, why no? Why not? She said, first, I saw worse things than that. Secondly, she said, she had a nice sense of humor. She said, if it doesn't hit you, it's not a problem. If it hits you, it's not a problem either. At least not anymore. So I said, then she said, seriously, Benny, don't stop fighting, but don't stop sending them food. End of quote. It became like tzava. A will, yeah, maybe a will, living will, for me 2 years later. So while this campaign in Gaza lasts for 7 weeks, we kept sending food on a daily basis. We built an hospital in the Erez crossing that about 50 Palestinians came to be treated there. And let me tell you something. I don't feel wrong with that. I feel very proud with that, even though it doesn't make sense at the beginning, but I do feel proud that I am on the right side morally, not just strategically speaking. And I think we should keep it this way, even though that sometimes it makes our life a bit harder. We don't want to make it simple. We just want to make it reasonable. This is the whole issue that we are saying.